Hey buds, how's it going? My name's Matthew Moss, and this is the First Lady of GFB, Trina Moss, and this is Good Final Bite. Welcome to our kitchen. You know, it's the weekend, and around here, we like to treat ourselves on the weekend. And I woke up this morning craving Newfie Blueberry Bunt Cake. And we're gonna make one together.
Yeah, we are. It's my favorite dessert, and I grew up eating it every single Sunday after church.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday after prayers.
You got to say your prayers! Okay, well we're gonna make one. We got some energy mud in hand. Yeah! I can't wait to slice into that blueberry cake. I can't wait to take a bite with that beautiful, rich, creamy caramel sauce that we're going to make to go on top of it. I can't wait for the blueberries to explode my oral space. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So buds, let's get straight into it. All right, buds, we're baking. That means we have to do things precisely and in the right order. So, I'm going to give the instructions. The First Lady's going to do the mixing. Step 1, preheat your oven to 350. Get that all nice and warm. Now, we're going to mix our ingredients in 3 stages. Wet ingredients, cream, and dry ingredients. We're going to mix it in 3 separate bowls, and then we're going to incorporate them together. And finally, we're going to fold in our beautiful, fresh blueberries.
Yum.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's start with the dry ingredients. Pour in a cup of flour, 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And give it a little whisk. Now set that aside. We'll come back to it later. Next, we're going to make some cream. Take a 1/4 cup of softened butter and a 1/2 cup of white sugar and cream it together. Oh, that looks good. Now, once that's all incorporated together, set it aside. Finally, we're going to mix up our wet ingredients. Now, this is actually the smallest amount of ingredients, and we're going to mix it in the biggest bowl because we're going to put the other ingredients into that bowl. So make sure you use your biggest mixing bowl for these wet ingredients. All right, let's go. We'll start with 1 egg, and I've already beat it up. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of Carnation evaporated milk, and about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now whisk that all together. Looks creamy. That's good. Now, take your sugar and buttercream and mix that into your wet ingredients. Give her a whisk. Look at that beautiful creaminess. Now you're going to whisk in about 1/2 of your dry ingredients, okay? So pour in about 1/2, whisk it, and then when we pour in the second 1/2, we're not going to whisk anymore. We're going to spatch. We're making this beautiful, delicious batter. Okay, that's good. What's it taste like?
Oh, yes.
Pour the rest in, and then fold it with the spatch.
I don't have the spatula. Where is it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, buds.
So good.
Oh, that tastes like icing. That's a beautiful cake batter.
I used to like to lick the bowl when Mom was done.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Just lick
Okay,
it.
that's good.
Okay.
That's good. Now, I don't like over mixing cake batter because I don't like getting too much air in it. Okay, because then it kind of dries out. We want this to be beautiful, moist, dense cake. So now all we have to do is add a cup of fresh blueberries or frozen blueberries. If your blueberries are fresh, which I prefer because they pop, dredge them in some flour so that they don't all sink to the bottom because they're really heavy when they're fresh. So dump those in and then just gently fold them in, incorporate them in. I've already pre-dredged them in flour, and just fold them in gently so we don't break them and make our batter all blue. That's a perfect job, babe. Now get all your ingredients in there.
Gotta get it all off the spatula.
Yeah, look at those bracelets you got going. You're very bohemian chic.
Oh, stylish. Actually, I was gonna take this for me.
Yeah, that's yours.
I deserve it.
You do. All right, let's show the cam. That's what you want to see, lads. Now, before you put your batter in your Bunt pan, butter the thing. And don't be shy, okay? Get straight in there and butter this Bunt pan. We don't want this beautiful cake sticking on. That's happened one too many times, lads, and I'll tell you right now, I always make sure that my Bunt cakes don't stick to the pan. Just get that in there. Look at it. Oh. Ooh. Tasty. Okay, lads, I decided that the batter needed to be a little runnier, so I added another 1/4 cup of Carnation Milk, all right? The 1/4 cup wasn't enough. You need a 1/2 cup. Or you can do a 1/4 cup of Carnation and a 1/4 cup of water. The batter just needs to be runnier. It was a little too tight. So let's transfer it into our Bunt pan. Just get it in there and then you can spread it out after. I love the smell of Carnation Milk. Oh, I don't know what it is, but I just love it. That's going to be delicious. And then just spread it out a little. It will rise. It'll do what it does. Okay? Just spread it even. You want it to cook evenly. Okay? I'm actually going to sprinkle a little cinnamon on top, which will ultimately end up on the bottom of this cake. And people will be like, what is it? And then you'll be like, it's cinnamon. Cinnamon. It'll be so good. Okay. Oven's on 350. We're going to slide this in for 20 mins and then take it out and enjoy.
So guys, the full experience of baking something special like this blueberry cake that I loved growing up, it's not complete until you lick the spatula. Oh my goodness!
Is it good or what?
You're not getting any.
Wait!
It's mine.
Yeah, you
Maybe
have.
a little bit for you.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so delish. All right.
Okay, let's make the caramel sauce.
Let's do it.
While our cake is baking, we're going to make our caramel sauce. It's really simple. We're going to start with a 1/4 cup of butter and a cup of brown sugar. It can be light, it can be dark, it can be demerara. Really doesn't matter. Just needs to be butter and brown sugar. I love this caramel sauce. It's so good. It's so sweet, but it's just so delicious. It's so homey. It tastes like home. It feels like home. And when you eat it with your family around the table or around the TV, it doesn't matter. It's just so good and it's just so warming and comforting. All right, so we're getting up to a bubble here. That's perfect. We just want to cream this butter and sugar together. Want to completely emulsify it. Look at it. It looks like a little bit of dough. That's so good. Just make sure to keep an eye on the temp. You don't want to burn this on. You scorch this, look out. You'll be scraping it off your pan for a year, right, Treen? Okay, then just pour in your milk slowly while whisking. Get a little steamy going. A little vanilla. I mean, it's not an exact science, buds. Just splash her in there and adjust her to taste. Keep whisking though, because you don't want this to burn on. And then just a little bit of salt for that salted caramel flavor. And then that salt also enhances the flavor of the sugar, the milk, the butter. It's delicious. Once you get it up to a boil, reduce the heat and keep stirring. It'll keep evaporating and reducing until it's a beautiful, thick, creamy, buttery, sugary caramel sauce. It's gonna be so good. If you're counting calories, buds, you're gonna lose track on this one. Like I said, it's the weekend. You treat yourself a little on the weekend. I keep stirring it till it just gets more viscous.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so our sauce was never super thick. It would just like, we pour it on and just run down over and soak into the cake. So it's got to soak in.
Okay, so you don't want it too thick.
No, you don't want it too thick. That's actually really, really good.
You want to sample it?
Oh, of course. Sample it.
You ready?
Yep.
I want more. I think Size likes it.
Let me try.
It is literally like caramel.
Oh,
You know what it is?
buds!
Growing up, I'm not quite sure if Mom used carnation milk in the sauce. I think that is where the cream of the crop is.
That was for your father's tea.
Yeah. No,
Oh, I think we're good there.
that is a perfect taste.
That's the viscosity you want there, lads. Little creamy. It's super. Hey,
Well,
it's super velvety.
I only have one concern.
What? It's not enough?
That we may need more caramel.
You want this beautiful viscosity right here. See how slow it moves? That's what you want for your caramel sauce. But remember, we're gonna have a special ingredient on this too. Oh! I was digging through my pantry and I found something that's been in there for about a year and a half and it's still good. It's about to expire in like 2 days. Imported straight from the rock. We got some Fossil's cream. You put this on top of that blueberry cake, buds, and you're having her. So what you do, you just shake her up. Oops, 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 oops. Just give her a little shake. What does that sound like? Just wild. You try. Give us your best shake.
Miss Bella Blanca.
Boo, cha 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 boo, cha boo, cha boo, cha boo, cha.
I think it's done.
That was more Latino. This is Newfie.
That's pretty good,
Yeah.
considering you aren't really a newfie.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And
I'm a newfie.
you keep shaking it, and you can feel it getting thicker. You can feel all the ingredients emulsifying.
It's a workout.
You're building up your chest, your arms, your muscles. Shaking that Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay. Should we reveal it on cam
We should open it on camera.
right now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what it looks like, lads. You serious?
Tag broke off.
My day.
Could this day get any worse?
Gonna have to open up the old can opener.
Law. Give us a bit of that, Law.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's have a taste. Let's taste.
You first, because it's almost outdated.
Tastes good. We'll just like mix it a little bit more. Our shaking wasn't enough, but it's very, very good.
Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, lads, cake's out of the oven. It required a little longer than we originally said, probably about 25 minutes, not 20, because there was so many big blueberries in there making lots of steam, which required the batter to cook a little longer. So just keep an eye on it, stick a toothpick in her until she comes out dry, and you're ready to go. So we've got our blueberry cake. Oh, does that ever look good? Does that work? Oh yeah.
Influencer.
Do you get a focus? I can't tell. Check it, lads. Oh my goodness. So we have two toppings. We've got our caramel sauce and our Fussels cream. I'm doing both. And what we determined is this is basically dulce de leche. It is so good, so rich, so creamy. This is going to be beautiful. It's not very sweet. It's actually kind of tart, and I think it'll balance
The sweetness.
the creaminess, and then that tartness and sweetness of the blueberries. And I actually tasted a little bit of the cake, and it's got a nice little crust because of all the butter we put on it. So it's going to be really good. So at GFB, of course, we're all about the final bite, but in order to get there, you gotta take the first bite. And we do have a little something up our sleeve to have a good final bite. But first, let us sauce our cake and have a taste.
All right, you want to sauce mine?
I'll sauce yours.
Sauce me.
Look at that. Look at it.
Can we just be clear for a second? When this is over, I'm eating the rest of it.
Oh, this is so good. Okay, here we go.
I can't believe it. That's so good.
Treen.
This is like a dream right now. This is
Oh
what I dream
my
about.
goodness. Okay, I
am
gotta.
a caramel fan.
Me too, bud. Look. Oh, that is the deal, buds. And as that sauce kind of cools down, it thickens, right?
It's exactly dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. Want to clean that spoon?
Well, thank you.
Why? Yes! Okay, and then let's...
So good. I can't get over it. It's so buttery and...
Oh yeah, it's so good. Okay, now a nice little... You got to make that dollop of Fussels just perfect.
Oh yeah, but...
Just let it sit on there. It's not like creme fraiche or anything. Like it's pretty thin, but oh my goodness. Would you like to?
Yes, I like a little bit too. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Look at that. Let's hold it up to the screen. Look at that, buds. Oh my goodness.
My mouth is watering.
Show this can. Oh. Okay. So it's tradition around here to cheers the forks before we take our first bite. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, cheers. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. What's happening?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, babe. Look at it.
Oh, can I have another couple bites before we GFB it?
Yeah, well, this is basically a GFB from the first. Since day one, this was only ever going to be a GFB.
Are your blueberries exploding too?
They're exploding the oral space.
Love that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I'm eating around making my final bite here. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, bud.
Now, I'd normally have it basically in a bowl of sauce. Growing up, my sauce to cake ratio was not the same.
Not the same. Although your sauce was not as thick and rich.
It wasn't as rich, no. So you could have more.
I think the sauce you had was just brown sugar and
Butter and water kind of thing, or like just regular milk.
yeah, that Carnation Milk, that evaporated milk, just takes that sauce to a whole nother level.
Can I do something here? You get a little bit of caramel in your beard. I'll just eat it.
Okay, so listen, guys, this really doesn't need any enhancement.
It doesn't.
It could be a GFB just like this. However, I know my wife loves this cake, and I also know that she loves snowballs. Snobes! Snobes! She loves these things. They're basically marshmallows coated in coconut. So I was thinking we could Lady and the Tramp a snowball.
Ooh.
Okay? And then shove the rest of the cake in our mouths at the same time. I know it's a little gratuitous, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Tunic snowballs. Okay, I got these at Walmart. You used to have to go to like Newfie shops and stuff to get these things. But now, with all them Newfies up here, they have access to all this beautiful stuff. Okay, so well, Lady and the Tramp, the snowball.
So is that, I don't really know what that is. What is that?
I'm going to put it in my mouth and then stick it in your gob.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you meant. That's the spaghetti thing?
Yeah.
They used to do. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh my god. I need some of that.
Okay. Don't eat it.
No, it's still there.
Okay.
I'm gonna take another piece. Okay.
Then shovel. Ready? Sure.
Oh shoot.
Go.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Is this gonna even happen right now? Aha!
Buds. It's not dessert unless you have a big swig of milk.
Oh.
Chase her all down. I asked you.
That is ridiculously tasty.
Oh my goodness.
This would be my ideal type of dessert. My dessert needs to be super sweet for me. Am I having it? It needs to be like, just like this.
Yeah, and listen, the only thing I would change about this entire dessert is the size of the slice that I took to begin with.
It was a little small.
You know, the recipe that I found online for the cake was actually a recipe for a boiled pudding and not a bundt cake. So maybe that's why it didn't like rise so much and fill up the bundt pan and be like a really thick, fluffy cake. But you know what? I actually prefer the density of that.
Yeah, that
so you could either do it in a bundt pan, you could do it in like a square, like 9x9. You could do it in some ramekins,
or just like a loaf pan, even.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
cut
Absolutely.
in slices or something.
Yeah. So I mean, there's lots of ways you can do it, but whatever it is, you gotta get her into ya, bud. And that was an amazing dessert. It was an amazing GFB.
Oh, it was so good.
And it was so awesome having you on this episode of Good Final Bite. Before you go, lads, head over to Instagram, follow me there at Good Final Bite, and then follow us at Matt and Trina Moss on Instagram, where we share the stuff we love, like food and music and all that good stuff. So give us a follow. Make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. I want to get 100 subs. Subs. I want to get 100 subs so I can change my YouTube name to Good Final Bite and not like all those weird numbers and letters. So let's get 100 subs, bud. And for the 100th subscriber, I'll make you a specialty something or other and bring it to your house if you're nearby, or I'll send her to you, bud. Full send. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, until next time, be sure to get caught in the act of having a good time and get straight into her.
How is it so buttery?
It's basically butter.